Hello.
Hello.
Where are we? This is a new porch. You all probably remember Elaine, also known as Glinda.
Glinda, that's
the
right.
Good Witch.
The Good Witch. Oh, I love being the Good Witch.
I know, that outfit was awesome.
Yeah,
you were
wow.
Glinda in a new costume, and now we're sitting on a new porch.
That's right, at my new home.
Look at this place. I love this. And I just think, Elaine, this is a perfect place to talk about a new normal, because you've probably been the most abnormal situation, not person.
Okay.
Like, you've had so much that has not been
Change.
normal. Let me rephrase. You've had a lot of change. Are you okay?
A lot of change.
Please forgive
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Change is a much better word in the last year. Since I've
Right.
known you,
Right.
you've got a lot of new job, new friends, new house.
Mm-hmm.
So, new normal. I figured you'd be a perfect guest.
Well,
and
that's
this would be
my
a
whole
perfect
life
porch.
is a new normal, and I love it.
All right. Well, let's continue to talk about it, because another thing that you also bring to the discussion is, last week I talked about school buses and how, as parents, kids, this time of year kind of ushers in a new normal with just school schedules or kids leaving, people becoming empty nesters. But, as a single person without kids, you still have new normals, like, throughout your life.
That's right.
So this applies to everybody.
It does. It does. No matter what your personal life, in terms of whether you have the children or the spouse or the non-spouse and all that stuff. So, yeah, I've had a lot of them. And it's finding a new place. Finding your new normal is sometimes a source of anxiety for people.
Absolutely.
It had to start, though, with letting go of my old normal.
So the new normal is ushered in only when you can let go of the old normal.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. You're right. You have to let things go to open up. And I think, that's very true, to space for something new.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And having an open heart and a willingness to say, I'm willing to try. And there's a possibility of failure.
Right.
I mean, a new job that at my age in life, it was a big thing to go with a brand new job. I thought everything was going to be great where I was and in my career there, and it didn't work out that way.
Right.
But I'm thankful, because I feel that this is now the place that I belong.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. Yes. All right. So that's very good. The job front, the change, but it's been a long year.
It has been. That's right. And with the friends too, and the new home. So thankful that I did it. So thankful that I did.
By the way, I live on the next block.
That's a couple
kind of the new
over.
friends and new home are kind of a combined deal in your situation.
Yeah, it is.
And you even got Toto. And Toto, by the way, we can't walk by Auntie Laney's house. It's impossible. He comes directly here when we come for a walk, because there's bacon here. Not only is it the magic cabinet, it's really just beeline to bacon. Forget about the magic cabinet.
Doesn't matter who lives here. They had bacon in their cabinet. That's what he wants.
But this whole idea of friendship, and it's so great to be neighbors now. It's so great. But we had a sermon actually last week, and I thought it was really cool. It's called Rumble Strip. And it's the second week of Rumble Strip, and Aaron Brockett, our lead pastor, talked about the importance of who's in your car, and who's driving life with you, and how important that is, and how sometimes, and this gets to your point about letting go of the old, you gotta kick some people, you gotta pull over, and some people have to get out.
They need to be
because we've all had relationships that have not been healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm not really good at boundaries. I love everybody, and so, but sometimes some relationships can just suck you dry.
Or they're just seasonal.
Right.
I mean, they're just for a certain time in your life.
Right.
And once that time is ended, it's ended.
Right.
There's no need
Yeah, and I think that's a good point, because God does open doors and closes them, and sometimes it is just a season that people are in your life. I hope I'm like the long...
Well, then there are those that are lifers.
Can I be life? I want to be a lifer. I'm making a public request right here on this porch to be a lifer.
Yeah. Well, I'm into that season now. It's the finish.
This is the lifer.
You're a lifer.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
and Toto,
lifer too. Well,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way. So, so back to this new normal idea. So there's people and relationships, job. That's one thing I've struggled with. And I've asked you to pray for me just on clarity on kind of my job career front. working from home. There's lots of distractions. That's our sermon you're going to hear today at church, because I just listened to it this morning, and this idea that, so many things can take us kind of off path. And I think when you're trying to get, that's another important reason for a routine and a new normal, is that it's predictable. And you just keep doing it over again, so it becomes like a new habit.
It's a part of a plan. I mean, to have the direction of where are you headed. There's going to be times when you step a few off, and you step to again redirect and refocus.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping the priorities in the right order, though.
That's it really, because I'm really good at planning. It's the execution that
sometimes gets
I got plans, baby. I got lists. I got plans. I got years of plans. And I think that is important. But sometimes there's like a hiccup in the execution. And I think that's where distraction comes in, for me anyway. But
just got to keep moving towards that goal.
Yeah, just
moving towards that goal.
So what have been things that have been the most helpful for you? And moving towards kind of the new normal.
Keeping my priorities keeping my priorities in line. Where faith is number one, and my relationship with Christ is number one.
Right.
And the actual who's and the how's, the where's, the when's, and the why's, that all works out.
Yes.
I mean, I have some of the best laid plans, but that doesn't work out.
Lots of planning. There's a lot of planning going on in this porch.
Yeah, but it's keeping, again, what's actually staying focused on.
Right.
Yeah, my relationship with Christ. And then the rest works out.
Right.
It just works out.
Right. So. Well, sometimes, though, there needs to be interventions. Because one thing that you didn't mention is health. And you actually, this is perfect timing, because you can have great plans and great execution, but you also need some good self-care.
Yeah.
And I don't think either one of us are really great at that, because we're always taking care of everyone else. But Elaine, I'm just going to confront her right here on the porch. She's been struggling for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Not feeling well. Finally went to the med check, or to the place yesterday. Ear infection, antibiotics.
And sinus infection.
It's all a mess. So you've not been physically well. It's important to be physically well. Physical, spiritual, emotional, all those things from a priority standpoint. But I'm so glad you're feeling better today.
Well, yeah, thank you. Amazing what an antibiotic will do for you, right?
We have to watch
That's right.
out
You're
for
right.
each
Health
other.
is taking care of what you only got this one body. It's a temple, right? You're supposed to treat it that way.
You're so hardworking. Elaine is like one of the most hardworking go-getters. Yeah. You used to get up at like 3 a.m. to go get on your bike, or maybe it was 4. It was way early, and then you'd go off to work, and you'd be home and be like really late. So we gotta keep each other in balance, right? Balance is really important.
Finding a balance.
I think balance is important with finding a new normal. Yeah. Because again, we could have these great plans, and I tend to go big or go home, but then I run myself into the ground, and then I drag other people around. Anyone in my vicinity goes with me.
Within arm's reach.
Yeah, they all kind of go down with me, and I don't want to do that to people. So I'm trying to be better with my boundaries and my balance, not having too many people in the car. A lot of people in my car. I think I'm driving a bus. I think I got a bus. Come on the bus.
Oh my goodness, you got a bus. That's right.
I got to downsize.
Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. And that's discernment, and that's another topic for discussion.
That's
discernment.
A whole
that's coming up too. Stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned. That's going to be a big one coming up.
Yeah.
But this whole idea of priorities, because everybody is busy. In fact, I remember I wrote a story called "Busy No More" because I just decided I'm not going to answer that. I'm busy because it's like everybody's busy.
We all are, right?
And everyone, I like to say that my life is very full. But it's all about priorities and choosing who's in it and where we're spending our time and our resources and our attention. So I'm excited. I'm ready for a new normal.
Season.
My old normal is not working.
Yeah.
It works in little pieces, but I've not just in the recent past had a just kind of steadfast, is my word, routine. I'm steadfast in other things, like my beliefs and certain in certain areas of my life. But with my routine, my daily routine, I need to really pray about a new plan, and I've been doing that, and I've had other people praying for me. And then really be disciplined and steadfast.
That's right. Yep, steadfast.
Yeah.
And your new normal, it takes a while.
Right. It'll
It's
just
like
emerge.
the routine. That's right.
Yeah.
It will become
Yeah.
your second nature.
Yeah, another thing that really stood out in the sermon today that I heard was the number 7. And how that's a great, I love the number 7. It's a great biblical number. It means completion or perfection. Right. But Aaron, our pastor, also said that it's about repetition. Keep doing it.
Oh.
You know, keep doing it. Keep doing it. And it's true. And the more we keep doing something, it just becomes the new normal.
That's exactly right.
So it's like, I don't even really have to plan for the new normal. If I keep doing those small steps in a certain direction, I think the new normal will emerge.
It becomes that.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, it will.
So we're going to have to check back on this one to see how we do.
How we're doing on our new
Not in 7
normals.
days. It's going to take me longer than that. 7 weeks. We're gonna have
multiples
a
of 7.
back.
We'll do multiples of 7.
Multiples, maybe 77.
So,
We'll see.
I was thinking 14, 21,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Well, we'll just
Let's
let
go
that
smaller.
emerge too. We're not
Yeah.
going to. I'm an over planner. I can't
yeah.
plan too much.
Yes,
So
we're
anyway, I love your new porch.
Thank you.
Toto
This
loves
is
the porch, the house,
the
bacon, the magic cabinet is not. The magic cabinet is where Auntie Lainey and Auntie Lori keep their treats.
Yeah, for doggies.
So any dogs
Or
in
visitors.
the surrounding areas will be
Maya stopped by
finding.
earlier
Oh,
today.
Maya, of course she did. Yeah, that's another dog, friend Julie's dog. So anyway, this has been fun.
We'll have another one here.
I think we should make this part of our new normal. Maybe you
Every
should
once
be
in a
a
while. I would
regular
love
guest.
that. I love that. There's no crowns. There's no anything. There's no princess.
She
There's
had
no queen.
to bring it up. She brought it up.
Miss you, Queenie.
It's the crown may be coming.
Someday.
It's in the works. Queenie, the
Someday.
Queen has talked about the crown.
Someday.
We just have to be a little more patient. It's
That's
just
okay.
a little patient. You're still a
You know
lady in
what?
waiting.
That's right. And it's just
It's
going
gonna
to
emerge.
happen.
It's gonna emerge when you least expect it.
There you
we'll
go.
just be there.
That's it.
So anyway, I think that's all we have.
I think it is.
New normal is continuing. We're going to have good priorities and some balance.
Remain focused. That's
Remain focused and prayerful. We're going to
Oh,
kick some
gosh.
people out of the car
and leave room for some new to enter.
and allow some new space. That sounds really terrible that I just said that.
Well, it does kind of when you said kick them out.
I don't mean
it's
it
just
that way.
drop them off. It's time for them
for
to
their new season to begin.
Sure.
So that sounds, that didn't sound quite right. I'm going to keep the bus. That's just my life.
That is. That's right.
I'm
You're a
not
bus
gonna get
driver.
anyone
That's
out.
perfect.
It's just part of my calling.
It
So,
is. You're right.
I'm scratching that. Videographer, video man, scratch that.
Edit that one out.
I don't have a video man.
Xerxes.
I always love to talk about that. Oh, Xerxes. If you're a regular watcher, you know
You understand
exactly
exactly
what
what
that
we're
means.
talking
But
about.
if you don't, I'm sorry. You just
Yeah.
have to tune in more regularly.
That's right.
So
Yep.
anyway, we are moving forward.
That's right. Looking forward
New
to
normal,
it.
we're
Excited.
embracing it. Yes,
Step out of
it's
the
gonna be
boat.
awesome.
Let's go.
Okay,
See what's going on.
awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you for
Till
this
then.
beautiful new porch
Next
and
time.
inviting us here.
You're always welcome.
All right. I love you.
Always welcome. Love you too,
Love
sister.
you, Lainey. Okay.
See you.
Bye-bye. Do you have the queenie? You got to practice the queen wave
Yeah.
if you actually want a crown one day. There we go.
Someday.
Someday. Bye-bye.
Bye.